Dwayne here, PhoenixTypewriter.com. Got a IBM Selectric here on the bench. Just put a new hub in there. See that thing right there? Okay, it's got other problems. Sometimes the backspace sticks or hesitates. Let's try it. Yeah, see, it didn't trip. There it went. So it's hesitating. Starts working after a couple. It's sticky parts or just weak springs. I don't know. It's a common problem with these nowadays. So here's the deal. Okay. So here's what trips off when the backspace fires off, and I'll fire it off right there. And it's so fast you can't even tell, but it's this one right here is going to move and trip. So if I turn it off and hit backspace, you can see it move right there, and it's going to reset. There it goes. So what it does is trip this little trip arm here on the cams, and it's not tripping it sometimes, so it pushes down, trips it. And what we're going to do is strengthen the spring on this. It's got adjustment points in here. Let me turn this off. So the spring, it's really hard to see, is in here on the arm. I don't know how to see it. So it's connected right down there. All these have the same springs, so we want this one here. Put this right there. And there's a spring. You can't see it on camera very well. Let me see if I can get a flashlight so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so there it is. There's the tip of it, but there's 3 holes here. This one is in the middle, standard. If you move it to the one that's upward here, it helps strengthen. So you can see the holes on this interposer or this lever. See that other hole on this one right there? And the spring is, keep this thing in focus because nature of the, it's just so hard to see in here. So the spring on all these is in that second hole, and we want to move it to that top hole right there. And we got to use this lever, so it's really hard to get in there. So I do have a little bit of a trick to deal with these, which is the primary reason for this video. It can be done otherwise, but I found, because these interposers, they move so easily. See all that movement? And they all move, and when you're trying to put the spring on it, it's not holding still. So I found if you take a little rod here and run it through these holes right here, on all 4 of those right there, it locks these in place really firmly. So then you can get in here with your screwdriver, or not screwdriver, spring hooks, and manipulate that spring into the upper spot, which is no easy task either, even holding these still. But I know you can't see it on camera, but I'm getting the spring on one side right there, and then this one's going to hold it away, and then I'm going to slide it up to that other hole. And it's moving a little bit on me. I thought it wasn't going to move. It is moving, but not. Let's see if I can get this the first time around. Come on, buddy. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, if you look real close now, that spring is in that upper hole right there. So now that's got more spring tension on it. Now it shouldn't hesitate. Now I did flush all these out to try to relieve the stickiness, but it's just doesn't always work all the way every time. So let's see if this now. Oh, funny. It ain't gonna work until I take this rod back out. There it goes. That's pretty funny. Okay, now let's try it. Spacebar works, index works, return works. Let's try this back. Right away. Backspace is also connected to the correction, so that's where I first noticed it wasn't working. I tried to do a correction and I hesitated. Okay, so that's a video today for Selectrics, and all these have potential to not trip this little trip arm. There is adjustments for that, including right here and right here, and you have to make sure the cams are working okay up there. Most of the time it's right in these pivots right there where it sticks. It needs to be flushed out and relubed. But that little spring trick is official adjustment for these Selectrics. And all of these have that same, you can move all these springs up if you wanted, if they were causing problems. But all right, Phoenix Typewriter, good day.